Okay, quick one about the restrictions and what's been going on behind the scenes that only a certain amount of people are aware of. Some people have no clue of this, but it's quite serious because this is a restriction that curtails many persons, many people, curtails their progression in life, in what they love doing, in their careers. Okay? It's been going on for solidly, actively, for over 10 years, yeah? And this is part of the shadow banning thing, yeah? Now, please understand this, people. Anyone out there who's hasn't got a clue about this. We in music, when I say we, I say myself and people that I've known and know in Manchester. Quite a few different people have been involved with this, and we have all contributed to something which in the grand scheme of things is a takedown of an energy. It's a collaboration, a collaborative effort has been done already, has already been done and published and released, and is there as evidence, as proof, and as material that people can witness for themselves in music form, yeah? It has been apparent that whatever we do, when I say we, I'm talking about people who have been involved with either me or certain people who have been involved with me. For instance, Sweeney, Giving the Chug Dream, Steve Spandex, even Elizabeth Six, even people who don't even know that they're kind of being restricted are being restricted. Now, with this type of vocation, this line of work, to get any we need money, yeah? Through people buying the music. Now, in order to do that, we need recognition. We need to be recognized. And this is not going to happen, right? I've told people this. I've told my ex-band members, people I was doing music with, about this too. They don't seem to really get it. They don't. I don't understand. For instance, I mentioned this to Love Day, saying, look, they're restricting us. They're restricting Steve. They're restricting all our Cerberus work. Because they know that if we were to pick up any recognition, then obviously more truth is going to be out there. And Love Day said to me, wow, he said, I don't think Steve's ready for it though. He's not ready, you know. I thought, he was fucking manager of me. Not ready for it. He's done a lot of work. Now, if you were to check out the song names in Cerberus Future Technology alone, it would seem to even a casual truth seeker that we were kind of picking on them. We were letting the cat out of the bag, sort of thing. Just the song names. And I didn't come up with the song names. You know, so it's not like me doing it. This may seem sketchy, but it's fucking so true. There's music available online on iTunes, and there's hard matter tapes, vinyl, available to buy in record shops or online and in record shops. iTunes is combined with all of our stuff. There's about 20 odd albums, I guess. Now, all of these tracks, all the music, they all add up, they all create a picture. It's a sonic picture, and I said all along that it'd be a sonic takedown. It's like we're the sort of musical or sonic versions of the SAS in a way. The way we did this, the way we tackled this. Psychic G Shit by Licking Mirrors, that album. I would send them links to these tracks. So who's them? The people who are caught out, yeah? The free zoners, the Scientologists, right? And I'd say to them that I'd mention their names in this track, so they'd have to force them to listen to these tracks, knowing fully well that they wouldn't like them. And it was quite funny, it was quite amusing. And I wanted everyone to buzz off this, right? So anyone who's got anything like up with these people, this cult, sort of Serge and all this, and all them, what, Doug, we were rinsing them. We were absolutely making them shit their pants. For instance, Wendy Moran, who was one of their agents, yeah, she thought, there's one song on the album, the Zest album, Shadowcasters, called Wipe Those Silver Boots and Enter. And she assumed it was about the silver boots that Sea Org members wear as part of their uniform, or they did it back in the day or something. Now, I didn't know this, of course. None of us did. The actual song name was came about through something else, and I'll tell you what it was about. Yeah, it was a funny thing. Nothing much to do with the Sea Org. More to do with Gary Glitter and his silver boots. We just thought it'd be a funny name, because you know Gary Glitter, he's got the silver boots, hasn't he, that he wears in one of his music videos. One where he's pointing a finger like that, looking like he's gonna do something with that finger later on. Anyway, yeah, it's all quite funny, really. The way we really rinsed them. We rinsed these people, and no one can enjoy this. Sorry, a bit of a trap one. No one can enjoy this. It seems a shame that it's getting lost in time. In all this, the effort is going to become lost if people don't realise this. That it was there for purpose. giving the Chug Dream and his effort that he put in is all part of this takedown. It really is. It's part of a massive takedown. It's part of a realization, part of a shift, a consciousness shift that humanity went through, and is going through. People may be afraid to listen to these tracks. I don't know why. Trust me, they're not satanic. They're actually anti-satanic. They're countering the satanic forces. This music, even though there's people like Loveday is involved with the Cerberus stuff. It's all very much geared towards exposing these people. The music that Elizabeth Six did, that I had nothing to do with, doing it. It's the 6th and 7s, which obviously it was me and her doing the music with that, but she did a lot of other stuff as well. This is all symbolic and demonstrative of an energy, of a particular spirit, of an energy. So it's not like picking on her as a personal thing, right? But she does really put into a nutshell what the female Jezebel narcissist spirit is like. She can't deny that through those tracks, through those songs, Now these things are obviously, I'm not like snitching on them. It's not like that. She should celebrate that fact that she's contributed this, done this, put this effort in. She's the third witness, by the way, of that Wendy. Now, if Tracy actually acknowledged this, that she is the third witness, she would never have to worry about, honestly, she'd never have to worry about making money again. She'd be sorted for life, so would her family, and her entire bloodline would be sorted for life. There'd be abundance all around. Now, the dot pictures as well, on the fantastic frame thing, they could be sold as gift cards even. They would be. Or massive paintings. And by the way, I own the copyright to those pictures, Tracy, so don't go kicking off if you see them, in a card shop or something, because I took the photographs of those dot pictures, named most of them. I made that website for you to show off your dot working skills. Now the pictures on their own, good enough, but it was the certain different angles, remember, that got the people interested and sort of got you recognition on that. The pictures themselves, like I said, they're good, they're alright, but it was the ones, the different angles and the other names of them as well, that's what really got people's attention, didn't it? Like Selling the Bathers and things like that. The actual picture itself is, like I said, it's alright, but it was the angular shot that really got you that recognition. That aside, everything is curtailed, everything is restricted. People don't realise this. It's so restricted, it's sick. And everything will be as well, if people don't realise that this is the case. This is what's happened. And the thing is that these Scientologist types, they're gutted because the music covers all areas, it's all areas, all different types of music, from the most in-your-face electronica, all hardware, no computers and stuff, really, really original stuff, really cool stuff, to like folk, sort of poetry, musical poetry, folky sort of acoustic, well-written songs like Giving the Truck Dream, stuff like that. And the sonic attacks that Cerberus was doing to these people, you know, I was sending them links to, like, forcing them to listen into these songs, which they had to listen to the songs. Now, some people have got to buzz off that fact, at least, and yeah, and made them listen to those songs, which is funny. I find really funny, because they're nasty people, and it's all coming out about all the child trafficking stuff, and the stuff that gets hushed up, totally hushed up. It's going to be difficult to get anything out if people don't realise this. People have got to, like, at least, alright, if they don't want to donate any money, just purchase some music at least, to keep us going. And even like people like Coach Jeets, who has nothing to do with, well, he has something a little bit to do with us. He's worked with Giving the Truck Dream before, and Spandex. And he recognises there's some sort of curtailment, Shadowban thing going on, yeah? And it's because, literally, they are looking, they are looking at us. They're stopping anyone within our crew, or vaguely, remotely to do with our crew, from getting anywhere, any recognition. This is bad, because it's going to carry on. And the reason why is because they don't want, as soon as anyone gets any recognition and say, we're not like, want to be famous. No. It's good music. It's quality. And that's what these Scientologists didn't like as well. They didn't like the fact that it's good. You know, we've got skills. Between us all, we've got fucking good skills. Really good skills to present to people. And they didn't like that, because obviously this might turn people on. 18 minutes, right. That's my rant for today, but it's true, this is right. Please understand. I'll put some links below to music that we've done. Oh yeah, by the way, Giving the Truck Dream, is it true that you said the one track that sells the most is that Anturio's Rolling Boulder? That people purchase more out of all the tracks? Or was that just to freaking butter me up or something? Well, if that's true, at least buy me a can. I know Special Brew's gone up in price, but, get me a can or two, will you? Nah, I mean, this is true thing. So, and Coach Cheats, you've got to understand this as well. It's because if you work with Spandex, you're not going to get many views. And it's because they keep them down. Even if you do get views, they'll just keep them within a bracket. Steve doesn't really, he's not really that bothered about this. It was just weird. I'm like, he should be. This is what kind of pissed me off, like, with them all. Like, they don't care. What the fuck? It's shit. Elizabeth VI, well, yeah, like I said, if she actually said that she met Wendy, because Wendy is saying that she met you, Elizabeth VI, so that's great, isn't it? You really stuck up for the woman to the female, because you're making women look like sneaky fucks, sneaky cowards. Because that's what it is at the end of the day. It's not about reconciliation, it's about actually just being truthful that you have met this woman, Wendy, who, as I said all along, was an agent, and she is an agent. She even admitted it herself, yeah? And she's also said that she's met you, Elizabeth Sept. Now, how does that make you look? Think about this, to the general public, because this is all going to come out in, go down in history, and you are not going to look particularly good. Now, you can change this anytime you want by literally just saying, and it's not like I'm going to go, I told you, because if you think that that's going to be the case, then you're very much mistaken. No. If you don't do anything, then everything that you are afraid of that's going to happen is going to happen. Kind of a lot has happened anyway, you know. I'm asking. I know this. Do you? You know what I mean? Yeah, music. Being curtailed. It's been restricted. And it is going to continue to be restricted until people really do recognise this. And it's going to take people who are nothing to do with this, really, to recognise the fact that what we have been doing musically over the past 10 years or so, or more, has been demonstration and annihilation, absolute musical onslaught to these nasty people, these people who still are causing people a lot of pain. And we, like stormtroopers, like sonic stormtroopers, ripped that rug right from underneath them. Now this has got to be acknowledged further for anyone to basically continue doing what they love doing. Let's make music. Yeah, so people have got to realise that, the general public. It's such a shame that they don't. Right, I'm sending this to lots of people. I'll send it to Chuggers, Chug Dream, Steve, Fuck Love Day. He's an absolute waster. Jeez, Elizabeth Sept, and then all the people who were kicking off Scientology online, like Serge, Delmar, and Doug Scott Kramer. Yeah, have that in your pipe. Plummet. Anyway, yeah, love you all, people. Thanks for looking at this film. It's serious. It's really serious. It's so serious. Yeah. So that is it. That's what's gone on. And I've said this since the beginning, is shadowbanning beyond belief. Please understand this, people. And please stop us from being shadowbanned.